Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein back again with another installment of Rabbi Ian 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. Please check us out on Facebook or at our website, MEORDC.com, and learn about all our programs. Well, I don't want to waste any time because I'm going to wrap up the cell phone diaries, or diatribes. This is part 3, the finale for now. For now, we're going to say goodbye to blasting on my little friend here, this Motorola, as ubiquitous as Coca-Cola. How's that? Right? Or my Droid, which you cannot avoid anywhere. Okay, I'll have to work on the poetic expression of that. But we've been talking in the past couple of weeks about how we misuse this potentially wonderful technology we have. We don't relate to people as well as we could. I'm talking to myself too. Remember that always. More to myself than anybody else, really. And we don't relate to ourselves, maybe. And what I mean by that, and we're going to tie it into this week's Torah portion, Bo, the third in the book of Shmos, the book of Exodus. Obviously, we have things we have to do in this world. We have jobs, we have, Redskins, melodramas to follow, whatever it is. Some things less important, some more important. But we live in a secular world. That's the way it is, a mundane world. We're not always Torah and tefillah, Torah study and prayer. It would be a wonderful thing, but it's not the sum total of all of our lives. But when there's this device that sucks away all of our attention all the time, or a lot of the time, and it's always there, then it's harder to develop a deeper relationship with ourselves, with our fellow man, with God's beautiful world. Now, I mean, you could say I'm overstating it. I don't know. I mean, I just know that if I know how hard it is for myself or other people to part from their cell phones. We talked last week about Shabbos. Shabbos, the beautiful gift that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, gave to the Jewish people. A respite from technology and from cell phones. A day to connect to ourselves, to our families, to the beautiful world. So I want to say one thing. It ties to this week's Torah portion. This is the climax of the 10 plagues that Hashem brought upon Pharaoh in Egypt. And the purpose wasn't just to get the Jewish people out. God could have done that in one fell swoop, in one plague, in one instant. But the purpose of the plagues was to communicate to Pharaoh, to the Egyptians, and to the Jewish people. As it says at the beginning of this week's Torah portion, Ki ani Hashem, so that you will know that I am Hashem. That there's a purpose to this world, a creator to this world. That was the ultimate purpose of the plagues, so that we and Pharaoh would know there's a God. Okay. Does the cell phone get in the way of knowing that? Well, I mean, it can help us know God, sure. It can be used for good things. But it can get in the way of looking at this beautiful world. Snow was falling earlier. Every snowflake, a miracle. Beautiful world. The cold and the heat and the wind and the clouds. It's a beautiful world. I know it's not mutually contradictory. You can, enjoy your cell phone and tune into Redskin melodrama and also enjoy the world. But we so much are looking to that. Lift up your eyes, the prophet Isaiah says. Yeshaya Hanavi, a Jewish prophet. He was Jewish, Isaiah. He said, lift up your eyes and see who created these. Actually, Hashem said that Isaiah should say those words. Okay, I got to get under 3 minutes. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Know that there's a God. Know that there's a purpose to life. And if you're not sure, the cell phone probably won't help you so much in the exploration. Or if you depend too much on it, it won't. Have a wonderful Shabbos. See you next week.